Ladies and gentlemen, finally, the last but not the least, we want to invite the last speaker in this conference, Mr. Benny Lao, as a Regent of Morotai Islands, Indonesia. For this time, Mr. Benny will be represented by Mrs. Shirley Chowanda. Okay, the time is yours, Mrs. Shirley. Please welcome.
Sorry, can you please unmute?
Hello.
Yes, I can see. I can hear. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shirley Chowanda. I'm the wife of Pak Benny Laos. I'm actually gonna present on the behalf of him because he's having another video conference with BPKP right now. So very sorry for this inconvenience. I'll just start the presentation. Yeah. Today I'm gonna discuss about the archipelago economy. Can you see the slide?
Yes, we can see it.
Yes, okay. As we know that Indonesia has 15 archipelago provinces and North Maluku is one of them. Later I'll share my presentation and you can see the 6 regulations that concern an archipelago state. As discussed earlier by the Professor Cheng from Malaysia, we are facing economy challenge right now due to the pandemic COVID-19, and we have global financial crisis. We also have increased rate of poverty and unemployment, and as explained with Dr. Lee from Pennsylvania, we also have issue about climate changes and environmental damage. What I'm going to discuss here is about the archipelago economy, how we maximize the marine industry contribution to the GDP of the Indonesia. As we can see on the slide that our neighbor country, Japan, South Korea, China, and other Asian countries such as Vietnam, they already maximize or contribute the marine industry to their country GDP like 50%. While in Indonesia, maritime industry were only able to contribute about 30%, and fishery only reached 3% of our national GDP. As explained by Professor Joyce recently, already showed the table that fishery only occupied around 3% of our national GDP, which is it's very low compared to our potential that Indonesia could have. There is a research predict that the economy value of the maritime industry for Indonesia is supposed to be 3,000 trillion a year, and we are still very far of reaching that potential. What is the step in reaching maritime-based economy? First, we need to treating maritime resource as a strategy national resources, and we also need to harmonizing national rule regulations so that it's not overlapping in between. And the third is to transforming maritime resources. What is the potential for small island? I could say that North Maluku, although it's a small island in Indonesia, but it has a huge potential. What is the potential? First, it has a strategical positioning. It also has lots of natural resources potential. And it also has mining and energy resources potential. We in North Maluku is rich with gold, manganese, nickels. We also have potential for maritime energy. We also have ocean heat energy conversion, geothermal, waves and tides. This is all potential that need to be explored. Bisa next. Gimana kok nggak bisa next? Oh, sorry, there is a technical problem. Next PowerPoint. Okay. What is the critical issue as an archipelago? First, it's about the zone border. There is a judicial border between one nation with another. There is no overlap between the zone to prevent conflict and providing clear right for the country to demand and use the resources included in the zone. And the second, it's about territory development strategy. All the area are a focus of a development that is interconnected between development activity of an area with another that encompasses bay and the sea. And the third is formulating national development plan. As an archipelago state has to be orientated in the proportional development between land and sea. And the fourth is top priority issue for development. Development and empowerment of local population is a very critical and important issue due to the relative isolation with the major city. What is the talents of archipelago area? I'm divided into 5 sectors. First sector is geography. Due to the numerous islands and longer coastline, we have larger sea area as compared to land. It's a bit costly for the transportation and to manage those islands. The second one is the demography. Due to the islands, we have people in island that, again, is costly to transfer from one island to the one island. The GRDP contribution, lower contribution rate from smaller archipelagos, especially in eastern Indonesia, due to the limited infrastructure that we have right now. And the fourth sector is government budget distribution and private investor. Right now, we have unproportional distribution of budget to the archipelago area and low number of investors in small archipelago area, again, due to the limited infrastructure that we have right now. Maritime infrastructure, we don't have maritime manufacturing industry yet. We have not a poor port condition right now. And what is the solution? The solution is geographically, we need to improving connectivity between island, with sea, land, and air as a form of integrated transport. Demographically, we need to providing jobs for the high productivity demography. We need also to improving human resources quality, and we need to give more education and training. And the third, GRDP contribution. We need to strengthening basic sector, and we need to transforming economical structure from primary to secondary. And the fourth is government budget and private investor. Considering C area in calculation of budget that is more professional, providing opportunity for private sector to invest, especially in leading sector. But again, it has to be supported by good infrastructure. Now I'm gonna specifically discuss about the economic development and potential of North Maluku. As you can see on the slide, in the past, and North Maluku involved in the spice trade in 15th century. And also, the economy movement consists mostly of local farmer, fishermen, and other natural resources. The main commodity in North Maluku is copra, nutmeg, cloves, fishery, gold, and nickel. North Maluku is also a producer of high quality of spice such as cloves, agarwood, nutmeg, coconut, cinnamon. And North Maluku is also a producer in mining and fishery, gold, and nickel. It's actually one of the biggest nickel mining in the world. And North Maluku has a very beautiful natural scenery, history, tradition, and culture. As I'm here to represent the Moratai, I'm gonna discuss more detail about Moratai. Moratai is one of the 10 districts in North Maluku. Why Moratai is strategy, and what is the potential that Moratai has? First, I think, in my opinion, economy diplomacy has shifted from the Atlantic to Pacific. And Indonesia government has chosen 10 new tourism destinations as the 10 new Bali, and Morotai is one of them. Morotai also has the sea area and small islands that can be developed in maritime industry. Morotai also served as a natural and historical World War II tourism. Morotai Island in the past they call it hidden pearl on the lips of Pacific. Why? Because of the geographical position as the outermost island in eastern Indonesia. If you not familiar yet, where is Morotai and where is the location, you can see on the map. Morotai is like one of the northest island in Indonesia. And how to reach Morotai? Right now, we don't have international airport yet, but we on progress to have international airport in the future. Why? Because strategically, Morotai has a very strategic location. By flight, it only took about 3 hours to Hong Kong, 5 hours to Japan, and probably, I've never tried, but based on the calculation, probably it's only gonna take like 6 hours to Guam. And maybe it's gonna be like if you want to go from Indonesia to America, if Morotai has international airport, then it's gonna be the shortest distance from Indonesia to America. How to reach Morotai domestically? Before of the pandemic, we have 2 flights daily, but due to the COVID pandemic, we don't have a local flight yet currently, but before the pandemic, we have about 25 road flight that can be directed to Morotai, can be directed to Ternate, and from Ternate, we have flight to Morotai. So specifically about the Morotai, how to how to increase or how to improve, how to be ready as a archipelago island, how to increase the archipelago economy in Morotai. First, we need to repairing and improving road networks. I'm gonna show you the picture and the progress that we have after this. We need to opening up for employment, giving education assistance. We transfer knowledge to the local, especially on agriculture, fishery, and tourism sector. For the GDP contribution, we strengthening the superior agriculture, fishery, and tourism sector, which is I'm gonna discuss in detail later on. And we also building the agriculture, fishery, and tourism industry in the island. For government budget and private investment, proportional budget from the central government according to maritime territory in the area. We also accelerating investment in Moratai special economy zone. And we also pushing for private investment to the area in agriculture, fishery, and tourism. For maritime infrastructure, we adding more maritime fleet, especially related to tourism, fishery, and agriculture, improving the quality and the quantity of infrastructure, especially for containers and international airport that will provide direct access to foreign market. Here some picture that can show our progress in improving the infrastructure of the road. Morotai has ring road about 330 kilometers, and by next year it's already done with hot mix. And for the education, we have the local government has Regent regulation number 18/2018 that give free 16 years of education in Regency of Moratai. We increase the infrastructure, the library. We also transforming from traditional, conventional learning to digital. We provide free education from early childhood education until university in local university. And we have scholarships, especially special education in medicine, fishery, tourism, and agriculture. So in the next, it's already starts in 2018. So in the next 3 years, we probably gonna have doctors that are from Moratai peoples. We also give scholarship for civil servant. We also provide in university entry aid and graduation aid. We're giving out more incentive to our education practitioners. We monitoring children that has stopped their education by the local village. We encourage them to continue their education. And we providing Haji towards model religion Muslim teacher and Jerusalem towards model religious Christian teacher.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Shirley.
Yeah. Yes.
Your time is up.
Yeah. Okay. Just give me like 2 minutes.
Okay.
For agriculture, due to the food security, we encourage the local government. We provide service to open their field for free. We give aid for the seed, and so that we can have our food security due to the pandemic of COVID-19. This is the progress of our agriculture. And for the fishery, we also have aids for the fishing boats, so the fisherman can increase their catching. And this is some pictures related to the cold storage that we have in Morotai. Since September 2017, in Moratai already start export to Vietnam. And the last is tourism management. We have a huge potential of natural resources. We have beautiful waterfalls. We have island hopping with very crystal clear water and clear sky. We also have very interesting scuba diving destination, and we have a beautiful cycling roads with sunset view and lots of interesting points that I cannot discuss one by one because of very limited time. We have historical site reconstruction, and this is Tsum Tsum Island during World War II. It is where the place of General MacArthur stayed for a couple months during the World War II. We also have heritage sites reconstruction for Allied Cemetery, and this is the Army Dock. It's already done. This is the 3D picture of how it's done, and it's already done. And the last, it's about in Morotai we have a special economy site, which you can see here. That's all about my presentation, and this is the 3D of our international airport that hopefully it's gonna be done very soon in the near future. So what is Moratai? I could say it's a sleeping giant. It has a huge potential that need to be explored. That's all my presentation. Thank you so much for the time.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Shirley. By the way, Shirley.